Welcome to Lightworkers Unite, a sacred space for seekers, healers, creatives, and lightworkers.
We're your hosts, Mayume Manjeet, and we're here to remind you who you truly are, light in human form.
Together, we explore spirituality, healing, intuition, purpose, and the magic of being alive in this extraordinary time. So take a deep breath, open your heart,
and let's walk this journey together.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Manjeet. Here we
Hello.
are again. How are you?
Hi, Mayume. I'm good. How are you? You
Good.
ready
Can you
for
hear
this?
me okay?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yes. Oh, no. Check. So here we are.
Yes.
We are in episode 150.
Oh my God. This is the
this is
150th
150.
episode?
Yes. This will
This is
be
a
our
big deal.
100. Yes. It's a big deal.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it is a big deal. Congratulations, sister.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Shake your hand.
Shake. Yep. So here we are, and we are talking about what happened at the Gem Show Part 2.
Duh. Oui, mon chéri. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you want to start with this? So this is also, it could also be called, what happens when Mayume and Manjeet live together.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's kind of, you're not wrong. What the hell? All right. So you guys.
I just spit my food out. I'm sorry. I laughed so hard.
We need to talk about this. I don't know. And I think, again, the reason why this podcast even started was one, we both have cool conversations. And every time we got together, we would talk about cool shit. And we were like,
we think it's cool shit.
We do. That's true. Let me preface that. But we think people must want to hear us talk about cool shit. So this is today's storytelling. I don't know that we have any tools and tips for you.
I think we do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. I think we do. You're right.
I do think we do. I think there's going to be some highlights because I know a lot of our listeners have felt some of this, have absolutely felt, have experienced some of these, I'm just going to say it, some paranormal shit.
Activity. Yeah. Calling it the encounter. That's how when I tell people, I'm like, we had an encounter. Are you guys ready? Okay, hold on to your seats. If you're driving, you might want to pull over. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't think the driving's a problem. I think it's like if you're listening to this at night.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Me,
We just even talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's in our last episode when we were teasing this one.
If you're listening at this at night and it's dark outside, hit pause and tune in tomorrow morning in the sunlight. Okay, so let's start at the beginning.
Okay. All right.
We're in a new Airbnb.
We're in a new Airbnb in Arizona when we were at the Gem Show. So we were, hanging out. We got a new Airbnb. So we were in a different location and we were just kind of hanging out. And you had picked your room. I had picked my room.
Two rooms that both have bathrooms, and I saw a yellow bedspread, and I'm like, I'll take this one. It was not a big deal. And it was a little older. Let's just say that it was a little older, the place, but not that old. It was wasn't
it was
that
fine.
Old.
Yeah,
it was fine.
It was okay. Yeah, it was fine.
It was
fine. A little fucked up, but it was fine.
Yeah, right. So we had just had driven. We kind of unpacked, and then we went out to a lovely dinner, dinner with some wine and cider. So that was fun. It was really close by.
Prosecco for me.
Yeah, and I had cider. Yes, mine was a cute raspberry cider. So we're feeling good. That's why I'm bringing it up. We're feeling good, man.
Great.
Yeah. We get back to the space. We're doing our thing, and we're kind of laughing and joking. And then we started to pull out didn't we pull some cards or something? No, what did we do? We were just
we were just working. We had a lot of we've got a lot of work done because we were.
I'm thinking the second night was up.
Yeah, we were scouting our location for the retreat, our upcoming retreat, which we're going to tell you all about a little bit later. But it is absolutely happening. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be in Sedona, so we're going to give you all the details about that in the next episode. But I want to just say before we go too far, we are coming from the Gem Show, and we have a suitcase at this point full of gems that you and I have both bought. Gem activity. We have literally like a big ass suitcase full of all of your beautiful gems, all of my beautiful gems, which we talk about in our episode, like part 1, what happened in
the last one.
What happened at the gem show part 1. We were both kind of talking about how we were gravitated to a lot of really interesting stones. I know for myself, a lot of absolutely extraterrestrial stuff, like not just your quartz crystals. Okay, we're not talking about that. We're
talking about shit that carried here on a meteor or a spaceship.
Absolutely, we're just gonna go there. We're fucking 5 minutes into the podcast and we're already going.
Yeah,
aliens.
We said that at the same time.
I know. Well, we'll see how it translates in the audio. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. So I just want to say we have this huge fucking 53 pounds to be exact, of gemstones.
That's correct. Yeah.
And we'd brought it in and I put it in the living room.
You sure did.
I did.
And
right?
And yeah. Mm-hmm, yeah. And what did Mayume do?
Mayume put it out of the living room into her bedroom.
Yeah.
I don't know why. We don't know why. We don't know.
I know why. Because I thought I was being thoughtful, like, oh, let's not have the suitcase out here in our living space. I'll just go tuck it in the room and get it out of the way. I don't mind. Our room it was big enough.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Just get it out of the way.
Okay. So just put a pin in that.
Yes.
We'll put a pin in that. Okay. So there's this huge fucking suitcase of every kind of extraterrestrial stone you can think of, and lots of other frequencies. All gemstones, have lots of
all properties and energies coming out. Yeah, all are packed in there. Yeah, and they're all, mind you, also just tightly wrapped, carefully and beautifully and mindfully in bubble wrap.
Yes.
Thank you, Benita. So we have all this bubble wrap and it's packed and we're not touching it. It's like ready to go on the airplane. So we go about our business.
Have a beautiful dinner. We had a great dinner. We are going to bed. And we just want to acknowledge, though.
Yes.
We're ready for bed. I'm getting ready in my room. You're getting ready in your room. And we can both kind of feel like something's a little like, oh, it's getting dark. And, you know, like the lighting is a little off.
Each other?
No, not at all.
No, we didn't talk about it at all, you guys. And we were both sensing and feeling similar things, but we didn't fucking say a word to each other. No.
Nope.
And little Miss Mayume over here, for some god awful reason, I start to recite the Lord's Prayer right before.
So she's in bed. She goes to bed. She's in bed. I'm in my bedroom. I took a hot bath. I was like, I need to.
Yeah, I heard the water running. I'm like, oh, she's taking a bath. I was reading. I remember, like, now when I think about it, I was feeling a little uneasy, like I might see spirit, which, you guys, I see spirit a lot. In just my trip to Ventura, I saw aliens. Okay, so like, it's kind of a normal thing for me to see shit, to be honest. And I could sense and feel that something was coming on. But guess what? I didn't want to, so I took and wait, I gave it to you too. One of those slightly sleepy, slightly.
Simply.
No. Oh,
she cannot say this, ladies and gents. She cannot. No,
neither one of us could say
simply sleep.
Okay,
I think. I don't even know. I think it is. I don't know. I think it is. That's what I've been calling it. Simply sleep.
I think you're right. Simply.
And it's from Tylenol, right? So
yes, from Tylenol PM. So I am taking this and I offered you one. You're like, yep, I'll take one too.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, because why not? Like, because we've been traveling.
We need a good night's sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the night before we didn't sleep that much, or we did. We were okay. Never mind.
Yeah,
but we just needed to sleep.
We just needed to sleep. So I am all of a sudden I hear myself saying the Lord's Prayer, and you guys, I only say the Lord's Prayer when I feel energy that I don't like. That is just, and that's what I've been doing for years. It's something I did as a child and I've just continued. So I am going to bed and I'm kind of poo-pooing like, no, I don't feel like, just go to sleep. And I'm getting really tired and sleep. It's starting to, simply sleep is starting to kick in. and so but I notice I'm trying to go to sleep. So I go to sleep. All right. finally. And then I awake. I am awoken. Let me preface it this way. You know, when you're like minding your own business, you're not doing anything, and then someone sneaks up behind you and goes, boo, right? And what do most people do? They go, wah! Okay, so that is how this happened. I was abruptly, not gently, I was abruptly awoken by two very tall, thin, light gray beings over to my left, which, by the way, we forgot to mention, my room had a closet that had mirrored doors. All right. So let's just say that. And I'm
Sliding
sleeping
mirrors.
sliding mirrors. And I'm sleeping right next to it.
Yeah.
Like I can see them. I'm like, see myself. Hello. And so though they came right out of that, right on my left side, came out hard. And I felt like they were coming at me. And it jarred me so, it scared the living freaking shit out of me that I screamed like a little girl in a horror movie or a grown ass woman in a horror movie. I don't know. It was blood curdling. And it's one of those, and I know you guys can relate to this for those that have dreams and awakenings and things at night. Usually I can have some sort of sleep paralysis where I think that I'm screaming or talking or yelling, but I'm really not. I'm still like not, because I've done this many times where I'll yell for John, like John, John, or yell, and I'm not actually talking or doing that. I'm asleep. I wasn't sure if I was fully awake when I screamed or if I was in that trance, right? So, but I wake myself up, I turn on the light, and I hear from the other side of the house, "Gung, gung, 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 Mayume." I hear Manjeet say my name. I hear her running to me, and I say, I'm okay. I'm okay. But I'm sitting up, you guys. What happened to my nervous system, my body, was I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified. I was very jolted, scared as out of my wits, but like more like a shock. Okay. I wasn't scared like it was bad. It didn't feel bad or evil or anything like that. It just felt intense, massively intense. And I think the first words I said to you when you opened the door was, they were coming at me.
Yeah. That's what you said. And I was just about to fall asleep. So I was in the other room, which is, we have like two bathrooms in between us. So
yes,
but that's how loud you were. You were so loud. I jumped out of bed and I said, what the fuck did she see? I remember hearing it and going, oh my God, what the fuck did she see? And I yelled, Mayume.
I just got chills. Yeah.
And I ran over and I remember being at the door and it was closed and I had a moment of hesitation. Like I didn't want to like intrude, but I was also like, I need to get the fuck in there.
Yeah.
And then I just knocked and I quickly opened the door before you could. Sorry about that.
No, I was like, I am okay. I'm okay. Yeah. Meaning I'm alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not injured.
Yeah. So from my perspective, I see her and she's sitting in, which is, she's sleeping on her side of the bed. Like there's somebody else in the bed with her. She doesn't sprawl out. Okay. Yeah. No, I did the same thing. I sleep on my side even when I've got the whole bed to myself. So you're doing that. You're doing that. I'm doing that. And I walk in and the first thing I see is the mirrors. And then I just kind of like, so we'll talk about all of that after because, I saw you and I could see you. And this is where I think, my medical background is helpful, but you were going into shock.
Oh my God. Fuck yes.
You were absolutely starting to do this. I call it like an internal shake. It's like your insides are kind of like
rattling.
Yeah. And I've gotten really good at noticing that,
I bet.
And especially in nuclear cardiology where I stress people out really badly with chemicals and stuff.
Right.
And they get really scared. And so I'm very familiar with that kind of that feeling or that look. Mm-hmm. You had that look of terrified and going into shock. So
and I started to shake. I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was like a very, very palpable, like, oh my God. And then you kept telling yourself, you kept saying, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm like, no, I know you're okay. She's not okay. She's not okay. She's not okay. Not okay. So I don't know if you remember, I went and got you some tea. Got you some green tea.
And I remember thinking, why am I drinking tea right now? Like I need to go back to sleep. Yeah. But I
it was decaf. It was a green tea. It was the only decaf. Yeah.
But you were very adamant that, Mayume, you need to drink some tea. I'm going to give you that, and then you're going to come sleep with me. And I remember, I'm like, I remember thinking,
no,
like,
you're not going
very
to sleep with me.
briefly.
Yeah.
I'm
You
like,
said
I
no.
think I'm okay. No, I think I'm okay. I can do this. And then something in me was like, no, Mayume,
No.
what the hell? No, go sleep with Manjeet.
Yeah.
But I remember looking at my hand and that internal feeling. I mean, I remember thinking, my body is reacting to what I just saw, what I just experienced. But the energy that I felt, Manjeet, the energy was like went through my body. It felt like they were inside me. Okay. But I saw them. They were these tall, skinny. I'm just going to say this because it's coming up, but I know it wasn't that. You know, where people have sightings of like Slender Man. Okay. It was like that. It was that tall, but they were identical. They were definitely a light gray, and their texture to me was a little rough, kind of like a tree trunk. Okay, like it felt like they had a texture, and so I would say kind of that, but they were definitely very thin, both of them, and they came. I mean, they came at me. They came in hard, and they brought their energy with me and knocked me on my ass. So now I'm in shock and I'm a little terrified. So I go crawling into Manjeet's bed, and she's so sweet, you guys. She's like really literally taking care of me. And I'm defaulting. Like, I give up, I surrender. Yes, please take care of me. Yes, I need the light on. And yes, I need the TV on. Because she's like, would you like the TV on?
What do you need? Yeah, you were scared. So we brought in all of our guides. That was a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
We just brought in
I didn't do, and I said that to you. I'm like, what is wrong with me? I went to bed saying the Lord's Prayer, like in fear. I didn't bring in Archangel Michael. I didn't put the blue snow globe. I do that almost every night. So I'm like, what? It was the fucking sleepy sleep that did that.
Simply sleep. I don't know.
The simply sleep. Yeah. I think I didn't do all of my boundaries.
Your routine. You didn't do your routine.
I didn't do nothing.
And this is really great to know, right, for our listeners. Like, we are really in tune with energy and our own energy and the energy around us. But, we make mistakes. We don't always trust ourselves. We don't always go the extra mile, even when our intuition is telling us to do so. Because I was on the other side of the wall and I had put up all mine already. And that's why I felt like I knew you had seen something. And so that's coming. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
I can't wait.
But it was very interesting because I was already like, kind of like, getting all the barriers up. And that's why I took a bath, because I was like, I needed to wash away any kind of negative energy. I was like, I need to be renewed. And water is one of my grounders. It's it's my element, right? So I was kind of arming myself for purification and protection. I brought in all my guides. And then once you were in the room, I could see all of our guides there, which was awesome. Like, we could, and I'm sure you did too, like they were kind of like, circling the room, which was fantastic. And I think, even though we both didn't sleep great that night, we were protected. Yeah.
I mean, I did. I brought in Ascended Masters. I brought Buddha and Jesus. I brought my dad, and he had his shotgun rifle. I was like, thanks, Dad. Oh.
So this is really amazing, right? When you think about, and for the listeners, right? If you're thinking about, wow, I can relate to that. Like, maybe you've had an experience that was very similar, and what did you do to heal yourself? What did you do to rectify that, to protect yourself after the fact?
Support
right?
yourself. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah, I needed support and comfort. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I did.
So
thank you. I know I thanked you a million times, so I need to thank you again. And you guys, Manjeet, really, it's like you took a stance. You, like, I could tell that you were like, whoa, I have to step up. I have to help my sister. And I had to let you, because there's a part of me going, no, I'm fine. I can do this. And I remember beating myself up like, I know better. I'm stronger than this. How did I get scared? That's what I was like. How could I get scared like that? And you guys, not just scared, fucking terrified.
I know. She was so scared, you guys.
Terrified. It was because of the energy that I experienced was not from here. It was intense.
Yeah.
It was intense right through me. woo, like it zapped me.
Yeah. Anyway. And I think sometimes too, when you do take like a sleep aid, right? We talked about this too. It does kind of affect, like, I think you go into REM sleep a lot quicker than you maybe normally would. So there's like, what you're consciously aware of. It's kind of your defenses were low, and you weren't, and I just think giving yourself some grace. And I remember saying that a lot. Don't do that to yourself. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop it. You are absolutely okay. You are safe. You're protected now. We're okay. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay, right? But we do that to ourselves. We want to penalize ourselves and go, I do know better. What the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I was like, I am more powerful than this. How the hell did I let that happen? That's what was going through my head. Like, Mayume, you know better. So I just felt completely, I felt exposed and all the things. So, but anyway, so I did not sleep
morning
that night.
No, we didn't.
I mean, so it was, it was a wretched night of no sleep. The next morning we got up, and I went into the room because I had all my shit in there. I had to get dressed and brush my teeth and da. And I go in there and, things look better in the daylight, people, right? So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I can go in here. I looked at those fucking mirrors and was like, all right, you mirrors. And then I saw the suitcase and I was like, oh my God. So all of you that have seen Poltergeist, I know y'all have, remember when they threw the TV out at the end?
That's what I saw.
What I did.
Yeah,
I threw out that fucking suitcase.
I walked out of my room that morning after she was getting ready. I was getting ready. And in the middle of the hallway is this huge suitcase of all of our crystals just sitting there. Like, she didn't even put it up against a wall. She literally just threw it right in the middle, right in front of the door.
I didn't even want to touch it.
And I went,
and it was like
okay.
It was like a massive aha moment. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Hello, Mayume. Of course, the energy. Who knows? Maybe those two were come back, pick up their rock. I don't know, but moved right through me. I was right in the line. I was right in the crossfire. In the line of action. So woo. So yeah, that shit went out, and So
it was kind of a rough day because we were both really exhausted, but we rallied and we got a lot of shit done, as we always do. We got a lot of things done, and we ended up having a beautiful dinner, an early dinner, and then we got back into the room, right?
Yeah,
we got back to our hotel room, our Airbnb. So we get in there and we actually have an amazing evening. We're laughing, joking.
Oh my God. We got new pendulums. We were talking to spirit. Yeah, we were doing all kinds of, and it was all business related. Yeah, we're having a great time, you guys.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, again, we didn't talk about it, but in the beginning, we're like, so do you think you're going to be able to sleep in your room? Yeah, I think I am. I think, yes, of course. I like sleeping by myself. I like the space. I'll be fine. I know what last night was. I'm going to put up my fucking boundaries. Don't worry.
You're ready now.
Fine.
Yeah.
I've got it. I'm all square. And then something, probably, I think it was around 11:30 or midnight.
11:30. Right? We kind of felt this like, well, do you remember it was raining and it was really loud? Yes. And there was like a lot of wind, and something in the house, like the frequency shifted. Something in the house went from high vibe, happy to like, uh-oh. Like, that's kind of how I felt.
Solemn, it felt like, woo. And then we both, I think you asked me again so
I said, you're sleeping with me, right? Yeah. I said, you're sleeping with me, right?
And I said, yes.
Yeah. I don't know why I said, because you were pretty confident and it was fine during the morning. And I was kind of like, oh, okay, this feels a little better. And then I was like, I'm in agreement with Mayume. Like, she could probably sleep in there now that she's got her guards up and all the things.
Right.
But then right around that 11:30, man, I was like, it was literally like,
something shifted.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Completely. Yeah.
And we both felt it.
We both felt it, but we didn't say we felt it. Again, it's almost like we don't speak it. Right? We don't speak it, but there was this knowing.
We just said, you're coming to bed with me. Yeah, let's go to bed.
And I said, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Manjeet. And can I have the TV on, please? Can I have the light on, please?
So we've got our guides, like, they're protecting us. We're good to go. And we both slept a little better, I think, that night. I mean, a little bit.
I still struggled a little bit. It's still not enough. Not enough.
Not enough. Yeah. So we just, we go about our day. We're doing all the things. We have a lot to do, right? We're very busy.
We had to clean. We had to do some Airbnb stuff because we had to check out at 10. So that's what we were busy that morning doing.
Right.
And just so we're up and out unpacking to load the car. And then we
get into the car.
Like, bye-bye, Airbnb.
Yeah.
We get into the car. I'm driving and I put it in reverse. And this bitch says to me, okay, now I can tell you. That's what you said. I go, what? Tell me what? So I put it back into park because I can't drive now. And we sit there and she tells me everything she saw.
But there was no fucking way I was going to tell you any of that after that first night, right? Like, I mean, truly can't. Because it was just a big, it was not going to be helpful. But as we were leaving and we shut the door and we locked it and I was like, okay, this is over. Now I have to talk about what I was seeing for the last 48 hours in that house, right?
Yes.
And it was essentially how I had put my guard up on night one.
Right. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. That first night when we went to bed, I had come out of the bath and I was, I had my nightie on. So my nightie is like a long nightie, it's got like a long, like it's long to the ground.
It's like a yoga dress kind of. Like
right? It's I don't know.
Black with,
It's kind of a tighter, like fitting. But it's long. I don't know. It's my favorite, my nightie. I don't know why we're talking about my fucking nightie. Oh, I know why we're talking about. So I'm in the bathroom and I'm kind of brushing my teeth, and I actually felt something tugging at my dress.
Yes.
Okay. That night, the first night. So this is about an hour before Mayume does the death curdling scream.
Yes. This is right. Is it before your bath or after your bath?
It was after my bath. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was really armed and I brought in my guides and I at that moment, and I remember looking down at the floor and I remember pointing my finger at this feeling that I had of this thing down on the ground. And I said, get the fuck out of here. You are not welcome. Fuck all the way off. Right. Mm-hmm. I remember doing that with my finger and just going, no, I'm in charge. This is my space. And then I brought in all of my guides and they started
You told me that you thought it was an old man crawling on the floor.
I did. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't going to say that, but yes.
I
mean, I can. No, it's just, I just didn't want to I don't know. I guess I didn't want to scare anybody. But yes, it felt like an old man crawling on the floor.
I know the truth.
I know.
We're not going to talk about that? Okay.
No, you're right. I know. I don't know. I'm just I don't know why I'm censoring myself, but I'm all giddy. But I could feel him.
Should I have not said that?
No. I mean, it's got to be said. So he was kind of pulling, and I remember going, no, get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here. This is my space now. So I was claiming my space. I brought in all of my beautiful guides, and they were all surrounding me. And I went to bed, and I was crawling into bed, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm protected. I'm fine. And that's why I knew that you had seen something when you screamed.
Yes, that's right.
Because I had seen something earlier.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm not going to share that with you now because you've just been fucking traumatized by these two Slenderman alien bastards in your room. So I was like, there's no way I'm going to say any of that, right? So I knew I had a feeling something was up. And so there was that. And that's why I felt like I was already on guard.
Correct.
And then when I saw you in such a vulnerable state, I knew that we're fuck off. This is not okay. You can't do that to my sister.
Right.
You need to leave, right?
Yes.
So I also told Mayume in the car what I saw when I opened the door.
When you opened the door.
Okay. So.
And go.
So when I heard you screaming and I could hear you going, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, and the light was on, I opened the door and I saw these two figures but it was like a replay. It was because I work and I felt it was Metatron because Metatron is my time traveler. He's my guide, right? and those of you who know me know I work with him a lot. It was like he was there and he's my protector, and he was showing me like a replay of what happened to you. And I saw these tall beings, but they looked kind of like browny gray, and they looked just like long weeds, like Groot, kind of, right?
Yes, like Groot. No, that's like exactly what I mean, like trees.
But it was a living tree. Like that's why I felt Groot. Yeah.
Yes.
And thin. And so I had seen them before,
That's from Guardians of the Galaxy, everybody.
Yes, by the way.
Groot. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Vin Diesel's voice. Which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I saw, and so when I came in, I saw, because the mirrors are portals.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't freak out, everyone, if you have a mirror in your room. It's okay.
It's okay. It just, we can clear those spaces too, though, right? If you feel any kind of strange energy around your mirrors, sage them. I clean my mirrors all the time, And so I saw this like vortex in the mirrors, and then I saw those beings. And then what Mayume didn't know or didn't notice or mention earlier is there was a trap door, like an attic door.
Yeah. So I didn't
above where she it was above where she was sleeping.
I still never looked up at that, by the way. You said it was there, but I never looked at it.
Oh my God.
Purposely. And I did not look at the ceiling because you said that. I'm like, nope.
Because what I had seen was those two beings came through, and I could see something in the mirror. So there was like some vortex happening in the mirror, which was basically an amplifier. Now, we also know that the stones can be amplifiers as well. So she's basically in between.
Exactly. I'm in between, in the line of fire. That's what I feel.
You were right on the line of fire. So
what I saw had anything to do with me.
No, I don't think so.
Right?
At all. No. But the beings, they went really quickly, and then they actually went up into the crawl space, and that's where they disappeared. So that's what I saw when I opened the door. I saw all of that happening very quickly, and then I was like, oh my God, let's go. We need to go to bed.
And the room, you said, was like a meat locker. It was ice cold. Like you could see your breath.
I could see my breath. Yeah, like we were in outer space or something. Yeah. And I was like, okay, let's go. So we opened the door. We kind of bringing in the good energy and let it go. So then, we know the story. You come sleep with me. I bring you the tea. We're doing okay. And we've got all our guides like walking the perimeter in our little fucking room. TV blaring, by the way.
Yeah.
Probably why none of us slept, but
oh my God, it was terrible, but also comforting. It was like having a party in the room. I felt
it was good. I know. No, we needed it because it was not good. So fast forward to the evening, right? The next evening where we're both going, oh, maybe she's okay. She can sleep. So this is what I was telling you.
And this is the part she's telling me in the carport when we're about ready to pull out too also.
So if you remember, the night is shifting. Right?
Yeah.
And
around 11:30 p.m.
And I'm looking into the room where Mayume is sleeping, because we're sitting out in the living room and I could see into her room.
Where I can't.
Like kind of kitty corner. Yeah.
Yep.
So I kind of look over because my eyes are kind of drawn to that space. And I'm already putting my protectors up. Like I've already started like, oh, fuck. As soon as you feel that shift, I'm immediately going, okay, come on, here we go. Let's go, guides, come on, go, right? And I've already got the protection, everything's happening. And I looked into your room and I saw the light. I felt like the light had gone out. And then I saw this big black kind of vortex in the corner where I could see. Yeah.
I thought you saw that also when you opened the door.
I did.
You told me that. Yes.
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the four corner. Sorry, I forgot I mentioned that earlier. And that's how I knew what it was, because I had seen it the first night. It was like the black vortex. You had the black vortex in that far corner under the window. Then you had our suitcase of crystals
there.
Then on this side you had the portal with the mirror,
the mirrors,
and then you had the gateway to the aliens. Right, you're right in the fucking middle of all of that.
I was.
So day 2, I'm looking into the corner and I saw that black vortex in the corner because that was the only part of the room that I could actually see. And that's when I turned around and said, "You're sleeping with me, right?"
And then you scare me.
Yeah. And then she said, yes. You said yes. And I thought, okay, good. We're on the same frequency because I'm not letting you going back in that room tonight.
No, I felt a massive shift. And again, I don't want to come across as weak. Not weak, but like all scared. But I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't want to intrude on your space too. So I have to be like, are you sure? Like, okay. Like, I think I need to sleep with you again because I am a child.
No, but you know what? I would, if that were me, I would have been in the same boat. Like, I would have absolutely, right, had been in that same situation. So I think this is a really great, like, for us, right? It not only, I think, shares our sisterhood and our connection to spirit, right? It also does say that we are human. And we are vulnerable.
Yes.
And sometimes we really just need to lean into the people that we love for protection, whatever that protection looks like.
Yeah.
Physically, emotionally, right? Spiritually or energetically. We all need to feel protected.
Mentally. Because mentally I was in my head a lot as opposed to talking to spirit. I just went right into human, like, oh my God.
Scary.
Scared. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And to find out that I actually did scream. I mean, it was, because again, it was one of those where I'm kind of asleep when I scream. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my scream woke me up. And then I remember thinking, did I do that out loud?
And I jumped out of bed and I went, oh, what the fuck did she just see?
Yeah,
like,
what did she just see? Yeah, I heard you say my name, right? It was very,
Yeah,
like
I didn't say out loud, what did she see? I was thinking to myself, oh my God, what did she see? I knew, because I knew what I had seen, you know, like just like not even an hour earlier, you know.
Right.
But you didn't know any of that because I was like, this is not helpful for her to know at this moment. We're going to talk about it when we're leaving.
Yes, right, you guys.
Because this place is haunted.
Yeah. There's some serious paranormal activity. And then we're like, do we tell the Airbnb folks that they need to do a house clearing? And, you know, we do house clearings. So we see all this stuff. And so we could have probably cleared the house. But I want to get the fuck out of there.
No. Yeah. And we didn't have like that. We were living there. We were like, right. We were sharing space. We were looking, you know, but there were definitely, I think, you know, first thing is it's okay to ask for help, right? When you're feeling scared and you need support, bring in your guys, bring in your sisters, bring in your friends, do the things you need to do, right?
Yep.
I think the second thing is trusting in your instincts, right? Like you're saying, I had a feeling that I needed to.
I was poo-pooing the whole thing. Like, no, just go to sleep, ma'am.
I'm fine.
It's fine. I'm fine.
But you knew.
I
did.
Trusting. In hindsight, I knew something was about to happen.
Wow.
And I just wanted to ignore it and go to sleep because I was so tired.
I know, honey. I know. Yeah. And how many of our viewers have done that, right? You know, even maybe not even in the paranormal world, but even just in general, like doing something where you feel like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Like there's something really powerful in those really, really quick moments of honoring your intuition, especially when it has to do with protection, physically, emotionally, spiritually, or energetically. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have each other. Yeah. And that was really good because I
mean, thank God.
Love that.
God. Thank goodness.
So I'm trying to think.
So that happened. Yeah, that happened to us. And then I was glad to get the foe out of there. But it still didn't stop us from doing what we needed to do, which was find a location for our retreat, which we did. And we also had a couple aura readings.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. Which was great. And I was concerned that my energy, I still felt off that day, the next day after the encounter.
Oh, yeah.
I still felt, we ended up going to a meditation. We were invited to a last minute meditation, which was great. And I remember we couldn't decide if we were going to go or skip it. And usually I'm a decision maker, but I had to really say, I can't make a decision. I don't know. I can't do anything. And I had to force Manjeet and I had to tell her over and over, I need you to decide. I need you to tell us what we're going to do. And you're like, no, how do you feel? And you didn't want to do that. I could tell that you were like, no, you wanted to honor how I was feeling. And I was in this space where I could not make decisions. I could feel it. Like, I cannot make a decision right now. I need you to tell me what to do.
Yeah. And the moment you said that, because you were the one that had the trauma, right? So in my mind and in my heart, I was like, you need to make the decision because I don't want to put you in a position and a meditation, right? It's like, we don't know these people.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
But also, like, are you feeling safe and open to do that right now? Like, so there were like some very powerful reasons why I was like, I really want to honor your place, like where your heart is in this moment. Meditation is not something to be taken lightly, you know? So I was like, I kept throwing it back in your court. Like, how is your energy? Do you feel like you want to connect? Do you even want to connect? Right? Like, do you feel safe here? And so I kept pushing it back, like pushing back on her, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And then finally when you said, Manjeet, I need you to make the decision.
Yes.
Then I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, you were like, okay. And then you were just sitting there for a moment and you're like, let's go.
Let's go.
I would never say that if I wasn't okay with one or the other.
Right. Yeah. That's what I realized.
Yeah. I just really could not, for whatever reason, I didn't have the bandwidth. I didn't have the energy. And I honestly didn't know the answer. And I needed someone to tell me what the fuck to do right now.
Isn't that
just
crazy?
Tell me what to do and I will do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love that you trusted me so much, you know, even the whole experience, right? The amount of trust, like you mentioned, you said that word earlier, the amount of trust that you have in me to protect you, right? To say, okay, get under my wing. I've got this. You're going to be just fine. We're going to be fine. And they can fuck all the way off. Let's bring in the crew. And I'm going to make decisions. Let's go. Let's do this meditation. Let's go check out this resort location. Let's go do this. Yeah, I love that. And it's not your normal place, right? So I knew that was not normal for you. This really scared you.
Oh my God.
It really scared you, my sister.
I mean, the word it terrified me. And again, you guys, just to be clear, it didn't terrify me in a way that I thought it was bad, evil, demonic. Like it was not that frequency. It was bigger. It was intense. It felt like it went through me. Like when I said they were coming at me, I felt like they were, whatever they did to me, or not even to me or through me. It was a sensation and a frequency I'd never experienced, and it rattled all of my insides, all of my mental state. It just rattled me. It was like they picked me up and shook me and put me back down.
Oh, my sister.
So that was scary. Yeah,
absolutely.
Scary. Because it was unknown. I'd never felt that before. So, but not because it felt like harm. I didn't feel like it was trying to harm anything. It just was so intense.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
No, thank you. I don't need to feel that again.
No. Yeah. And now we're ready. And now when we, do our next big trip, we'll know.
Yes, I will listen to what my subconscious was. I will listen. I will put up boundaries. I will do my routine. And I will not do the slightly sleep. Probably not for a long time. I still haven't. Yeah. I'm petrified of knocking myself. I feel like I have to have my wits about myself.
Oh.
Yeah. Instead of knocking me out. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. And that was just I know that a lot of you have had experiences like this. Like,
yes,
we really want to hear it. Like, I know it's sometimes scary and crazy to think, but about these things, but just know you're not alone. Like, there are energies and there are things that are happening that we cannot see. And it doesn't mean we need to be afraid of it. It just means this is an opportunity to talk about it with like-minded people and know that you're not alone.
Yes, you're not alone. And we would love to hear if you guys, the description that we gave you, has anybody else had a sighting or an experience, paranormal activity, dream state? I don't know. How about experiences with mirrors, your gemstones that you've brought into your home? So I think this is a touch point for everyone to say, oh my gosh, yes, maybe I need to think twice about sleeping with a lot of gemstones.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if
maybe
you have a lot
100 at the same time.
Yeah. And if you have a lot, it might be a good opportunity to clear them. Right. That's another big thing is, we didn't clear any of those gems. We just bought them off of these vendors that have, we don't know where they were from or how they traveled or,
Right.
So they hold energy, these elements. There's the organic chemistry, the infrastructure, in between all of the compounds is space. And in that space holds energy. And that energy can be
energy
manipulated or changed or however. And so we put all that stuff together.
Powerful and intense. And some of you empaths, will be more sensitive to it than others. And so just be mindful of that too.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of things going on all at once, just for the perfect little tornado that happened.
Yes, and that was good. And we did it. We made it. We made it home. We're totally safe. They haven't followed us, so we're good to go.
Yeah, no, exactly. But getting back to the Groot, that's exactly what I was trying to describe to you. But it wasn't brown. It was it was gray. It was like a light gray, but like a tree trunk, like the texture of a trunk. And I felt like tree. I mean, I really did. That's kind of what I want to say, like tree. So when I'm going to just say this, if it's okay, I told Johnny our experience, right? And what he shared with me is that the one and last time that he said he had some kind of experience at night where he said, I felt spirit. I remember being downstairs and him going, and kind of jumping up and turning the light on. So when I told him about this encounter, he goes, that's exactly what I saw, was like a tree. He goes, I would say kind of like a tree, looking like a tree or like the trunk, kind of tall.
Wow.
A texture. So what?
Wow.
And wow. Okay.
It might be a past life thing. It might be one of your lives that you've had together in another place that is a guardian for both of you, maybe.
I don't know.
Because that's not normal. That's a connection.
Yeah, it feels a connection.
It feels past life to me. It feels very Akashic. Like when I'm hearing you say that, it feels like a joint life, long time ago, shared connection.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Wow.
Or alien connection. Because to me, these beings felt extraterrestrial.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can have a past life as an alien.
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right. So that is what happened, you guys, at the Gem Show.
At the Gem Show, part 2. So we're good. We love you all. Please.
Thanks for listening.
Stay tuned.
Thanks for giving us space to share this story. And we hope that it doesn't scare you at all. That's not meant to. It's actually to empower you.
Absolutely. Okay, and stay tuned for more information about our retreat that's coming up.
Yes, you guys.
It's going to be amazing.
We're going to Sedona.
Yes. Get ready.
All right. Get ready. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. Okay.
Love you.
Bye.
Namaste. Bye.
Thank you for sharing this sacred space with us on Lightworkers Unite.
Remember, your light matters. Your presence matters. And your journey is unfolding exactly as it should.
If today's episode stirred something in your heart, trust that it was meant for you.
From our hearts to yours,
may your path be lit,
your spirit strong, and your light be seen.
This podcast is for educational and inspirational purposes only.
The content shared is not intended to replace professional, medical, psychological, legal, or financial advice.
Always seek the guidance of qualified professionals regarding your personal situation.
Thank you.